Hi Curlies, it's Mary. So welcome back to my channel, which is the Curly Closet. This video is going to be a video that I've been planning to do for a while. It's just a little bit more of a chatty video. So if you would like to join me for this chatty video, then get yourself a tea, coffee, a drink, and just chill out with me for a while. We are going to be talking about skincare. So the particular theme of this video is going to be basically how I cleared up my skin. I'm just going to say this right now. How ironic that at the same time that I decided to do a video about skincare and about how I stopped my breakouts, I actually have like 2 breakouts over here. I'm not going to show them to you properly, but hey, nobody has perfect skin, okay? So I wanted to do this video just basically as a quick introduction to a number of skincare videos that I would like to do on this channel. I was thinking about doing a skincare routine video just to kind of show you what I do to cleanse my skin on a daily basis. If that's something that you would like to see, then definitely give me a thumbs up below. And also, if you do thumbs up, then please subscribe also, so that you'll see the videos when they come out. So just a very quick disclaimer, I am not a medical expert on acne. I'm just sharing in this video what caused my breakouts and what I did to remedy the situation for myself. Maybe you can glean a little bit of information that might help you if you want to improve your skin also. So to begin with, in general, I don't think that I've ever had really bad skin. The first time in my life that I ever kind of realized that I had skin issues was when I hit about 11 or 12, at which point, you know, puberty kicks in. But by the time I hit 17 or 18, all of that had basically come under control. Most people who saw me in 2015 will probably know, watching some of my videos, that I had a really bad stint with breakouts on my skin. My skin just went a bit wild. Now I'm actually going to insert some pictures here, or some clips should I say, of some of my videos from 2015. So I decided to include these clips here from my 1-year natural hair length check, just so that you can see, if you just not focus on the hair, but actually if you look at my skin, you can see that I have a lot of scarring. There's a lot of unevenness to my skin, and yeah, that was because I was just dealing with a lot of breakouts on my cheek area, towards my chin, and also down towards my neck as well. Whew, okay, this may not be easy for me to talk about, but 2015 was probably one of the hardest years of my life. I went through a big breakup. This is not for anybody to feel sorry for me at all, because this year has been a lot better, but I'm just being real with you guys. Yeah, 2015 was rough, and I was under a lot of stress, partly to do with my breakup and other issues. So I would say the first thing that definitely caused my breakouts was stress. And stress has a really bad impact on the body, and your body sometimes gives you a signal like, hey, something's wrong, you need to fix this. And that was my body's sign to me that, yeah, we needed to fix some things. So I would say the first piece of advice I would give you if you're trying to reduce your breakouts is try to find where the sources of stress are in your life, and the best that you can, eliminate them. One type of stress that you can avoid is the one where you just sit there thinking over and over about stuff, yeah, that you shouldn't be overthinking, or also not kind of processing your emotions, just kind of trying to push them down or block them out. That's another thing that's not so good. So definitely take some time. If you're going through stress that is unavoidable, take some time out to just basically relax, pamper yourself, do something nice for yourself. Try not to overthink. Easier said than done, I know. Sit down with a trusted friend or counselor, therapist, pastor, whoever, just someone that you trust, and definitely look to your support network to help you, because that will help to reduce stress, which will also have an impact on your body and your skin. So another thing that I was also doing during 2015, which was not helping me at all, was I was not actually looking after my skin properly, in terms of I was not moisturizing my skin well enough. I was using a moisturizer, but the moisturizer I was using was very light. Basically, I have oily combination skin. So I have an oily T-zone, and my chin gets a bit oily, around here gets a bit oily too, as you've probably seen in some of my videos. And then my cheek areas actually tend to get dry. And what I noticed was that basically my moisturizer was very light, but it was actually so light that it really wasn't moisturizing, especially my cheek area. So because my skin tends to be oily, my skin was actually overcompensating for the dryness by producing more oil, which was actually contributing to the breakouts. So at some point during 2015, I can't remember whose video it was, I think it might have been Tasha Green's video. She talked about this cream here. I'm hoping that you can see that nicely enough. It is this Body Shop Vitamin E cream. Actually, to be accurate, it's the Body Shop Vitamin E Intense Moisture Cream, and it says 72 hours on it, and then below that it says for dry skin. This literally saved my skin. The consistency is just, it's lovely, basically. Comes in a little tub. A little does go a long way. Has a very fresh smell to it. It's not overly fragranced, and it just has a really beautiful consistency to it. It's very rich, but it's definitely not greasy. So basically between I think winter and spring, I started to use this cream twice a day, so morning and evening, and it really made a massive difference to my skin. I started to notice the difference in my skin just from using this product, so it definitely helps. So another thing that contributed to my breakouts was using the wrong foundation. First of all, I was using, I believe it was MAC Matchmaster foundation. Now, I'm not saying, I repeat, I am not saying that MAC Matchmaster foundation is bad for you. However, you do need to research properly, which is what I did not do, and find out what skin types your foundation is actually suited for. It was only after I started to use that I realized that these areas of my face, which became very dry, basically got worse, and that started to break me out. After I stopped using the MAC Matchmaster foundation, I switched to another foundation, which is this one. It is the Lancome Teint Idole. And again, I'm not saying that this is a bad foundation at all. Where it's really beautifully in my T-zone, everything was fine, but then I found by the end of the day that I was breaking out on my cheeks. On recommendation, I went to Makeup Forever instead, and I ended up buying this foundation, which made all the difference. And this is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. And I just found that this foundation, basically the formulation of this foundation is a lot more moisturizing. I noticed that after I started using it, these parts of my skin also started to clear up, and the skin on my cheeks didn't feel so dry. It felt more hydrated because of this. One more thing that contributed to my bad skin was my sleeping patterns. I really was not sleeping well. When you sleep, that's the time that your body basically rejuvenates itself and your skin renews itself, and so a lack of sleep does have a big impact on your skin. I started to do exercises before bed. I started to do relaxation exercises and things like that, just to try to kind of get myself to wind down really nicely before bed. I started to use candles more. Basically anything that I could do to just try to get myself into a calm state before bedtime. So if possible, try to get yourself into a really good regular sleeping pattern where you can try to go to bed at the same time every night if possible. Try not to change the times that you sleep, sleeping at random times, waking at random times, because that will confuse your body, which will also confuse your skin. Another thing I wanted to touch on is diet. Now, I will be the last person to try to lecture anybody about what they should and should not eat, because I'm not a good example right now. My diet is not the best, that's the truth. However, from my experience, especially last year, I was not eating at regular times and I was not eating the best of foods. and that can really mess with your body. And also things like not drinking enough water, and for some people even things like birth control and stuff, not taking it at regular times, or it just doesn't agree with them, that can also have a really big impact on how your body functions internally, and whatever is going on in your body internally will be expressed externally. So for me, I started to make an effort to drink lemon water in the mornings, basically just getting half a lemon, squeezing it into a glass, and then adding warm water to it, and just drinking it basically first thing in the morning, so on an empty stomach. That helps to alkalize the body, which is good for you. I started to drink more water, and I also started to take multivitamins. For me, it just helped me to kind of fill in the gaps in my eating where maybe I wasn't eating as well as I could have done. It definitely helped. I'm just being real with you. Because I wasn't sleeping well, I was also drinking more coffee, and coffee actually dehydrates your body, so I had to try to get myself into a regular sleeping pattern, but also try to cut down on coffee and increase my water intake. I would recommend, if you can, to cut down on your coffee consumption, but not just coffee. If you drink things like Coca-Cola, a lot of soft drinks actually have caffeine in them as well. That can also contribute to the levels of caffeine in your body. Yeah, just be aware of what you're eating or drinking. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you so much for watching and for subscribing, and also for giving thumbs ups where you enjoyed this video. And if you would like to see more, then definitely comment below the video. Give me some ideas as to what you'd like to see with regards to skincare. And also, if you'd like some more makeup tutorials, give me some ideas as to what you'd like to see on my channel, and I will do those for you. Until next time guys, I will see you soon on the Curly Closet. Take care. Bye.